All right, welcome back to the stage. Um, when we left off, we had some fun with our gang, with our group, and Wolf um appears to have something for us, some information. Presumably about Ron, because that's who he was looking up. Because his theory is that Ron is fear, and the one sending us these messages. I still think it's Nils, possibly Alex. But yeah, we're gonna find out what Wolf found out right now, or just a minute. And I'm also having second thoughts about um giving Alex the idea of getting back together. Um, I feel like he kept saying, like, now that I'm back, I miss you. And I'm like, did you miss me while you were gone for 2 months? Because if you didn't, why would you try to keep a relationship going once you leave again? A relationship that now has been separate, like, that has not been in effect for 2 months. So now it's a long distance relationship with space, like, emotional space between you, that wasn't there. Like, if you had done long distance immediately, there would have been an adjustment period, but you would have both been motivated to make those adjustments. Like, it kind of feels honestly like he just wants to keep me from dating somebody else. Even though specifically what he said in his email is, I hope you find someone else who will give you the love and closeness you deserve. So, I don't know. Kind of wish I could just go back and be like, I just don't know if that's gonna work. I hope it doesn't get Ruben killed. I hope it's not one of those things where, like, I make a choice to pursue Alex or Luca. Like, cause man, juggling 3 guys is hard. So I have a feeling one of them is gonna die, and maybe this is me. I also had a theory earlier today that, like, I'm like, what if we end up in one of those situations where, like, in other games where you have to choose between 2 characters who you can save one of them, and I'm like, and what if those choices are Alex and Ruben? I have no idea who I would choose. There is no right answer, and I'm almost positive I would just flip a coin because there's truly no idea, and that would be so evil of whoever is doing this, but also, like, the game developers to put somebody in that position. That's not an idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're listening, reality games, don't do it. Um, but also thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the first, what is it, 7 parts of my playthrough. Um, and yeah, if you need somebody to read the voice acting parts, you know, I'm not a voice actor, probably not the best at it, but I'm better than the AI you've been using. Okay, let's see what Wolf has to say. Hey, I did a bit of research on our friend Ron. Please don't tell me Ron secretly collects mannequins. Let me guess, lots of poser photos, and embarrassing texts. What'd you find? Does Ron have a dark side, or does he remain the harmless poser? How can I put this? Dark side? Not really. His social media is exactly what you would expect from him. Poser photos, macho posts, and selfies with his car. It's a full program, but nothing really striking. Just Ron being Ron. You just looked at his social media? You're a hacker. I could do that without hacking. Even oh, there we go. His Amazon order history is boring. This guy is, how should I put it? Boringly normal. So no dark secrets or skeleton in the closet. I had a hunch. The guy is more of a dazzler than a puppeteer. Boringly normal, that doesn't sound like Ron at all. So no dark secrets or skeletons in the closet. Nope, no dubious dark web contacts, and no conspicuous clues that could point in the direction of mannequins. No hidden abysses, not even a wry look from his ex. His last relationship lasted over 2 years until she finally broke it off. Ron was probably pretty devastated if you look at his Insta posts. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? What are you trying to say, Wolf? Oh wow, straight into the wound, huh? Stop comparing me to Ron. Wait, are we really talking about Ron? It's hard to imagine he has any feelings at all. Oh wow, straight into the wound, huh? Oh come on, don't be so sensitive. You know wounds heal faster if you leave them out in fresh air for a bit. And besides, who, if not me, is allowed to tease you a little from time to time? Interestingly, Ron and his ex are still good friends. So nothing that would make me nervous there either. So you think we can cross him off the list? But we should still keep an eye on him. Better safe than sorry. Okay, let's push Ron to the bottom of the suspect list. Okay, let's push him to the bottom of the suspect list. Exactly. Right in front of Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. If Ron is the culprit, then I'm the new front man of the Sonic Rebels. So yes, let's push him to the end of the list and devote ourselves to the realistic candidates. Listen, Indigo, if Fear contacts you again, just play dumb. Tell him that you are completely lost and need his help. That might finally get him to reveal more. Just wait to Fear that I have the IQ of a potato. Even if I beg him, he'll probably just spit out some puzzle garbage again. Alright, I'll give it a try. Maybe it will work. Never led me wrong before. I mean, you probably have, but it's okay. Alright, then I'll leave it in your hands. Well then, let's see what else is to come. I'm going to make myself a coffee now. My brain needs it. I've hardly slept the last few days. When I doze off, just rings through. When I doze off, just rings through. Otherwise, talk soon. Hey, before we get there, I wanted to tell you something real quick. To be honest, I would have expected an apology from Alex. But for me, the subject is closed now. As long as he doesn't start like that again, it's all good. By the way, I noticed that you were writing to each other earlier. And you know what? I can understand a little bit why Alex is so jealous. It's no different from me. I'm glad you're so relaxed about it. That makes it much easier for me. Alex said he's happy that we're getting on well. I think he likes you as much as I do. Yeah, he said he wanted to hit on you. He said he was gonna hit on you. Like, I'm pulling for this relationship to work out with you and Alex, Robin. I know that you think you have a crush on me, and Alex thinks he has a crush on me, but kind of think you might have a crush on each other, and I'm into it. I mean, not into it, like, I'm just saying I support it. Interesting. Still my wolf. Interesting. What exactly do you mean by no different asking for a friend? I don't want to lie. Alex didn't say he's happy we're getting on well, and that he likes Robin as much as I do. So, I'm not gonna lie and say that. Interesting. What exactly do you mean by no different asking for a friend? Well, let's put it this way. I just realized that Alex overreacted a bit because he still has feelings for you. And I can't even blame him. Because sometimes I don't feel any differently myself. But hey, he started making fun of me. I just put up a fight. However, I have to admit, sometimes he's right about what he accused me of. Yeah. I'm sorry that I talk about you so often. But I don't do it on purpose, honestly. You know me. Maybe I talk about you more often than I'd like to admit. Oh, don't worry about it. I also talk about people I care about all the time. It's okay, you don't have to apologize for it. Maybe I talk about you more often than I'd like to admit. Oh, really? Now I'm curious. What do you say about me? Maybe something like, Robin, he's charming, funny, and damn cute. Is that enough? That you're an important person in my life, of course. Nothing bad, I promise. I'll keep it short and sweet. That you're an important person in my life, of course. What do you say about me? It really means a lot to me to hear you say that. I mean, I knew we were important to each other, but to hear something like that directly makes me really happy. Fuck. Already? Oh no. Okay, Indigo, I need to ask you something. We've been flirting around and I like that. I like you, but I need to know. Is there any chance that you and Alex can make a fresh start? I mean, I don't want to be between anything or be the second choice. Honestly, Robin, I don't really know myself. I really, really like you both, and that doesn't make it any easier. Robin, I want to be honest. Alex and I want to talk after the festival. Why do you ask that? I thought we were just talking about us here. It's between the first two. I want to be honest. This is so early in the game. This is so much pressure so early. Seriously, I didn't even have to think about things like this until, like, almost the end of the sign. I don't even know. I barely know Robin, but I mean, I barely know him, but my character knows him really well. Honestly, I don't know. I really, really like you both, and it doesn't make it any easier. Thank you for being so honest. I know it's not easy. I guess I just have to give you time. Great timing. Jimmy's calling for me. I have to go. Let's continue writing later. Please, reality games, don't make me choose between them. I mean, romantically, I get that, but, like, don't make me choose one of them to die. I can't do that. You'll break me. You'll break me. I haven't recovered from the choice in the healing. I recovered okay from the choice in the sign because I knew going into it what my choice was going to be, but I really haven't fully recovered from the choice in the healing or from that period of time where I thought Wolf was dead in one of the games where I thought Wolf was dead. So that will break me. If I have to choose one of them to die, that will break me. That will break me. Please don't do that to me. Okay. The brightest stars. Your chance. Your chance. Place a card. If you're too stupid for your puzzles, try to elicit a clue from him. Is it Robin? The brightest stars shine only briefly before they fade away. The pieces of the puzzle are in front of you, each in its place. Use the clue to decipher the truth. How is this only episode 1? Which pieces of the puzzle? Don't make it unnecessarily difficult for us. At least give us a clue. Either you tell us what this is all about or I block you. We're not getting anywhere. We need your help, please. Help. Do you want to offer him a cookie too? You said I had to be dumb. Your despair is understandable, but help does not come without a price. The answer you seek lies not in words, but in deeds. Pay attention for the day and the month of their demise to unravel the mystery. Pay attention for the day and the month of their demise to unravel what? Everything you're looking for is already in front of you. The stars hold the first message. There you go, a puzzle. Please take care of Sophia with Hans. I'll try to decipher Fear's message. Why is there an X? There's an X in the box, but you have to actually press the X that's in the top right corner. The stars hold Combine the order of the stars with the 3 numbers, and the door to the truth will open. See you later, Master Detective. That's what he said last, apparently. I need you, Hans. Fear has struck again. Hans, my virtual superhero. Fear has sent me some homework again. Guess who has encoded something again and thinks he's the god of riddles? Hans, my virtual superhero. Fear has sent me some homework again. Sorry, Indigo. I'm just... How can I put it? Busy. You're not serious, are you? Busy with what, please? Let me guess, you tried to top your worst joke? Busy with what, please? I am currently, let's call it, searching for clues. I'm trying to put the scattered pixels of my past back together again. I think I was able to recover a few fragments. They are not clear memories, more like pictures, snapshots from the past. I have reproduced them, but the stories behind them are missing. Don't leave me in suspense. Let me see. Hans, priorities. The file is waiting. Sounds like a challenge. Good luck, Hans. I'm sure you'll get it right. Don't leave me in suspense. Let me see. Here, take a look at this. Hans in luck. I haven't seen that one. What's that from? I assume it's something I've... Me in a green outfit with a duck. A duck! Hans in luck is written there. Was I something like a lucky charm? A mascot? Or was I a living joke in a program code? And this one. Haha, I remember this one. I know what this one is. It's when he was learning magic. Me as a magician? I didn't know I could ever do magic tricks, but the picture is clear. Did I really do magic in the past? Was it a hobby of mine? It feels strangely familiar, but at the same time so distant. And then this thing. That looks like it's something from the sign. But I never saw it. But also the art style looks a little different, which makes me think it might be from one of the games I haven't played yet. It really gives me goosebumps. And I don't even have skin. The ghostly hand, what does it mean? A flaw in the system? A shadow from my past? All these images but no answers. I can see them, but I can't feel anything. Connect nothing. It's as if I were an empty book with a few pages that someone has torn out and put back in at random. But you know what? I'll keep trying. I'm not giving up. Somewhere in this digital fog, the missing pages must still exist. Maybe they are just encrypted or well hidden by whoever did this to me. Didn't Wolf do it to him? And if there is a way to remember, then I will find it. I'm sorry I stole so much of your time with my little identity drama. I'm probably a little too absorbed in my own pixels. You don't have to apologize. I'm pulling for you. I'm rooting for you. At least you realize it yourself. Let's get on with it now. We already lost enough time. Don't worry about it. Everyone has an identity crisis sometimes, even a robot. Your memory will come back, I promise. It just needs a little time. Oh, Indigo, you really are the best. But enough self-discovery. Back to the essentials. Let's crack the file, track down fear, and... Oh yes, and conquer the world. If anyone could do it, Hans, I really believe it's you. 3, 2, 1, hack on! Hack, 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 hack. Stupid. Did it! Well, 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 Indigo, we did it again. Oops, we did it again. Holy guacamole! The file is cracked and I've already watched the video. Shall I tell you what you can see? Hans, don't keep me in suspense. I know you live for drama, but please keep it short. No, I've had enough. I want to see for myself. Hans, don't keep me in suspense. Aren't you supposed to send it to Wolf, though? Okay, I'll get to the point. It's really crazy this time. Another mannequin, of course. And now buckle up. This time it's a bit different. Hans, a video, please. You know how to build the tension. Sounds fascinating. And now send it to me. You know how to build the tension. Hee. The camera moves away. A sheet of music, creepy music, and another poster. This is getting more and more absurd. And I can't tell who's in that poster. Starting to feel like we're in a damn escape room. What the hell does this guy want from us? What does he want from us? I've already searched through everything in my database, but nothing makes sense. No matching entry for the sheet music, the music, or the poster. Sorry, Indigo. Maybe Wolf can find out what's behind this psycho concert. Maybe. Let's tell Wolf. Hey Wolf, here's the file. Are you going to be mad that Hans didn't send it to you and he sent it to me first? Don't be mad. Don't be mad at Hans. I've already thought about his words. The brightest stars shine only briefly before they fade away. Well, that one I understand. That's about the stars who die at 27. They shined very brightly and then they died. Pay attention to the day and the months of their demise. What poetic psycho crap. Clearly, this guy is a mystery. And yet another poster. Do you think that might have something to do with it? I think everything has something to do with it. Sounds like it. The posters keep popping up. It must mean something. Let's be honest, this guy isn't all there. Maybe he just enjoys making us feel insecure. It's quite possible that they mean something, but I'm not sure. I think so. You said everything we need to solve this riddle is right in front of us. If there is a key, then we should find out who our third candidate is. True. Is that? I feel like somehow the face looks familiar to me, but I'm not sure. Do you have any ideas? It looks familiar to me too, but I can't place it. No, unfortunately, I have to pass. I'm pretty sure this is. I have to pass. I don't know. I don't know this one. Okay, I have an idea. How about we look for music legends who have unalived themselves and compare the posters to them. I already know someone who I'm sure is eagerly waiting to help you. Hans is probably already waiting. In the meantime, I will take a closer look at this sheet of music. I am sure there is also a message behind it. And when we decode it, that could be the next big clue. Wait a minute, I'll give Hans a little nudge so he knows. Ta-da! Here I am, Indigo. Hello, buddy. Hello, my buddy. Before you ask, yes, I already know. Don't worry, I'm ready to put my brilliant AI mind to work. Perfect, Hans. Then let's not waste any time. Show us what you got. Perfect. Search for artists who have unalived themselves. Perfect. Search for artists who have unalived themselves. Okay, I've entered the search criteria. Deceased musicians, self-unaliving, and then match the face on the poster. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Doo-doo-doop. Ba-doo-doo-doop. Ba-doo-doo-doop. 4 potential matches identified. Okay, Indigo, we have a result. 4 artists with different probabilities. I'll start with the lowest and work my way up. Michael Hutchins, 24%. Chris Cornell, 45%. I think it might be Chris Cornell. Ian Curtis. That's not Chester Bennington. That's Chester Bennington? Is that Chester Bennington? 95%, that's almost certain. What do you think, Hans? Chester Bennington. Thank you, Hans. I would never have thought of that. 95%, that's almost certain. What do you think, Hans? With 95% probability, you can almost carve that in stone. Chester Bennington, frontman of Linkin Park. His facial features match the poster almost perfectly. They do? I remember him looking differently. Did he also die at 27? He had to have been older than 27. Was he only 27? Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Hans. That's what I wanted to hear. Wolf will be thrilled. Good work, Hans. Good work. Anytime. I'll let Wolf know right away. Indigo, we're here. Finally arrived. I thought they already were. Weren't they going to go pitch their tents? What does it look like? Dreamlike VIP landscape or rather camping hell? Yeah, I bet this will be the start of an unforgettable adventure. Well, let's get to work. Have fun putting up tents. What does it look like? Dreamlike VIP landscape or rather camping from hell? If by VIP you mean a place in the middle of the forest, a single porta potty, and absolutely nothing nearby, then yes, totally VIP. You've got a porta potty. That's, 2 days before the festival even starts. Chester Bennington. We really should have realized it. Chester Bennington. We really should have realized it sooner. I'll keep snooping through the music sheet. Bye for now. Yeah, he looked different when I saw him on Good Mythical Morning, shortly before his death. Otherwise, I knew who Linkin Park was, but I didn't know who any of the members were before that Good Mythical Morning episode. Exactly. Great extra that we have won. I thought we were at least only a few meters away from the rebels. But here, no tour bus, no speakers, nothing. It's 2 days before the festival. Let's be honest. Who decided that this was a campsite? There's not even any light here. And then so far off the beaten track, I can't even see the stage. Guys, I think it's really cool here, honestly. We have plenty of space, no annoying crowds, and we have it completely to ourselves. There are no crowds there yet. There's no crowds at all anywhere. You're 2 days early, guys. Chill out. My Bluetooth speaker can blast as loud as we want. Festival feeling deluxe. And why do we need light when we have our campfire? Right, at least it's cozy. What the hell? Something wrong with the video. Did you see that? There was something in the video. Was it just me or did the video just go crazy for a moment? What do you mean? Did somebody disappear? They disappeared. Indigo, are you serious? Here we go with the scary stories. Oh, it was Ron. There was such a strange distortion and Ron had suddenly disappeared. Oh, forget it. I'm probably too tired to see ghosts. No, there's a strange distortion and Ron suddenly disappeared. Now you're scaring me. Maybe this place is haunted after all. Or the universe swallowed you up to do us all a favor. Thank you, Karma. That was probably just a transmission error due to poor reception. Or maybe your cell phone just ran hot, Indigo. Too many dating apps lately? Ugh. No, I don't need apps, Ron. Embarrassing messages are more your specialty. Can you please update your humor? It's still on puberty 1.0. My cell phone is rather overheated because I like your embarrassing videos nonstop. Nah, I don't need dating. I don't need apps, Ron. Embarrassing messages are more your specialty. Embarrassing messages. I call that charm, my dear. And you know what? I get by without an app. So do I. Some people just have it. And so do I. I have 3 guys all interested in me who I have to choose from already. Ron, how many guys do you have interested in you? Or girls? Indigo, I have now watched the video. As I said, I'm sure that was a transcription error. Nothing more. Or Ron is right and you really are haunted. Let's hope you're right. Sounds logical. Sorry, didn't mean to trigger scary mode. Wolf, I got something to talk to you about. We've got to figure this out, Wolf. Okay, I admit it. That's really creepy. I just watched it. I'm telling you, this is the perfect story to tell around the campfire. A supposedly cursed forest, strange shadows. Stop with the nonsense. There was nothing there, period. We're all just overtired. Maybe we should just put up the tents and not think too much. Yeah, good idea. And if we're ambushed by a killer, Ron is the perfect diversion. Very funny, Jimmy. Let's have a drink and stop imagining scary things. Wait a minute, here comes a car. Maybe the rebels? Imagine them coming to celebrate with you. Let me guess, it's the gas station attendant who brings you free pizza. These are probably also stranded festival visitors like you. Are they stranded? Maybe the rebels. I bet it's Fia. Fia. He's probably standing in front of them with a lantern, grinning like a madman and asking, "Fancy a puppet show?" Well, I thought you thought it was one of them, Wolf. That would be a dream. Me with my favorite band around the campfire. Keep dreaming. The rebels are definitely not celebrating here in the middle of nowhere. Hey, let me dream, Alex. You never know. They're probably just a few unlucky people who stumble around just as haphazardly as we do. Great. Then at least we're not the only idiots here. Maybe we can get together. The more the merrier. Or creepier, depending on how you look at it. I just hope they're not crazier than we are. As long as they don't steal my tent, I'm fine. Alex is right. I was able to talk to the driver briefly. He stopped for a moment and rolled down the window. These are actually the other meet and greet winners. As far as I saw, there were 4 people in the car. I can't wait to see what they're like. Oh, we need more people because if people are going to start dying, I need it to not be my friends. Hopefully no annoying guys. I already have to put up with you lot. If you find us so annoying, you can swap with the others. Maybe they'll find you more bearable. Come on, let them get settled in first. We can chat to them later. Time to pitch the tents. And Indigo, keep your fingers crossed that the evening will be even better. Is it going to be like 4 attractive girls? Because my 2 guys are there. I don't know, with the porta potty and creepy distortions, it might be difficult, but good luck. Let's see how it goes. I'm looking forward to your next updates. Don't worry, the evening has only just begun. It's going to be really good. Let's see how it goes. I'm looking forward to your next updates. It can only get better. I bet you're wondering how I was able to read that. No, I know how you were able to read it. I was wondering about fear earlier and wanted to ask you about it anyway. What's that all about? To be honest, I was, and I hope the explanation is good. Let me guess. Your remote tool has once again done a great job. You've got a hacker fortune-telling ball somewhere. You secretly joined the group. Your remote tool has once again done a great job. You got me. It just occurred to me that I could use this to see what you're up to. I was wondering if there's anything new from Fear. Or from Ron in your group chat. That way you don't always have to update me. I really could have thought of that much earlier. Honestly, I thought you were doing it much earlier. I have been talking to you the whole time. Wolf, you can't be serious. Wolf, honestly, you could have at least asked me. No problem. My private chats are taboo, otherwise you'll get in trouble. No problem, Wolf. But my private chats are taboo, otherwise you'll get in trouble. I only read along when it's really necessary. Hacker's word of honor. How do you know when it's necessary? Or maybe you have something so exciting on your cell phones that the trouble with you would really pay off? Maybe you have something so exciting on your phone that the trouble with you would really pay off. Oh, getting into trouble. Like, it'd be worth it. It would be worth it to get in trouble. Is he flirting with me? I feel like he might be flirting with me. You're dreaming. Taboo zone remains taboo zone. Yes, my chat history or the pizza delivery yesterday. Extra cheese. No, double cheese. Okay, triple cheese. I'd rather not risk that if I were you. You're dreaming. Taboo zone remains taboo zone. You're worse than a fireball. But don't worry, your dark secrets will remain safe. But if I accidentally come across the funny cat videos, I can't help it. And now I'll get back to Fear sheet music. I'm about to find out which song is behind it. I'll hurry, get back to you ASAP. Mom. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Your father took a closer look at the tea, and he says it's not herbal tea. You were actually right. That's hemp. Hemp, my darling. Look on the bright side, Mom. Your garden is now a real work of art. Mom, calm down. You've only had a few cups of tea. As long as you don't listen to reggae in the garden with dreadlocks, it's all good. Look on the bright side. Mom, your garden is now a real work of art. That's not funny. What if I'm a drug addict now? I've already drunk 5 cups of it. 5! That's practically an overdose. I told you. You didn't believe it until it was Dad? Mom, calm down. You're not a drug addict. Don't panic. You're just the most relaxed gardener ever. If you suddenly get a craving for potato chips and chocolate, you know it's too late. Mom, calm down. You're not a drug addict. I have never, ever once had to say to my mom in real life, Mom, calm down. You're not a drug addict. It's so funny. Ugh. I'll put that on the list of things I've never had to say to my mom and never want to. No, really, I've read that it can be addictive. I can already see myself sneaking into the tea stall to get supplies. Imagine I can no longer stop drinking tea. Then I'd be called the hemp mom in the village. And Dad is so angry. He called Rainier a shining golden scrap. That really hurt. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should put Rainier in the cellar. The other dwarves will surely miss him. So still. If Rainier ever comes into the cellar, Dad has won. You can't let that happen. Dad doesn't mean that. Give him 5 minutes and he'll secretly admire Rainier through the window. Dad's simply overwhelmed. The tea, all the dwarves, it's too much at once. He's just overwhelmed. It's too much at once. I guess you were right, my darling. The tea, 37 dwarves, and a blinking Rainier. That was really a lot. Speaking of tea, what do I do with the rest? Should I throw it away? And maybe I should look for a rehab center. Throw it out and ask for normal tea without extra ingredients next time. Rehab center. Mom, you're not addicted. Get rid of the stuff and all will be well. I'm sure we can do it without professional help. Throw it out and ask for normal tea without extra ingredients next time. All right, I'll dump him. I hope Dad calms down soon. I'm going to take some of the garden gnomes to the cellar. Maybe there really were too many for a small garden. And then I apologize to Dad. But Rainier stays. He's not negotiable. I think that's fair. Why don't you give Dad some of the tea too? Then he'll be more relaxed. That's true. Few less dwarves sounds reasonable, Mom. Maybe he'll take Rainier to heart after all. Tell Dad not to be so strict with you. There are worse things than a bit of creative garden decoration. Why don't you give Dad some tea too? For heaven's sake, if I do that, I'm practically a dealer. That makes me liable to prosecution. Is it legal? I don't think... Is it illegal? Imagine Dad telling people this in the pub after one too many. Just imagine it. Then they'll pick me straight away. Come on, Mom. 5 years go by quickly. If Dad blurts it out, he should be locked up, not you. Nonsense, Mom. The pub crawl will laugh their heads off, but that's it. Come on, Mom. 5 years go by quickly. 5 years? Oh, God, I'll never last that long. We'd better forget about the tea very quickly. I'm going to go in now and take on the mission of appeasing Dad. Keep your fingers crossed. I'll get back to you later. Okay, bye, Mom. Oh, man. What, did you see the messages from my mom too, Alex? Did you see this bonkers conversation I had with my mom in which I convinced her that she's not a drug addict? Jimmy seems to think it's really great here, but I find it kind of disturbing. We're in the middle of a supposedly cursed forest, and our phones are already playing up. I totally understand that does sound disturbing. Don't panic, Alex. There are 6 of you. Nothing will happen to you. It's just a lousy reception. The forest isn't cursed. It just doesn't like you. I totally understand. It does sound disturbing. I know, right? But at least we're not alone anymore. The 4 who have just arrived make a really nice impression. Excuse me? What do you mean by a really nice impression? Almost as if they wouldn't fit into a cursed forest any more than we would. Who's single in our group? Nils, Ron, but he's focused on Sophie, Jimmy, and technically Alex and Ruben. So if there's 4 girls, 4 people, and they're all female and straight, that's a good thing. Maybe that'll lighten the mood a bit. You better be careful. I'm not so quick to trust new people. See, new acquaintances in the middle of nowhere could be great. That's a good thing. Maybe it'll lighten the mood a little. Yes, I hope so too. At least they don't look like extras from a horror movie. He's not saying anything about these people, and it's making me so nervous. I just feel like it's 4 cute girls. Maybe it'll be a relaxed evening after all, with less creepiness and more of a campfire feeling. Speaking of a relaxed evening, it'll be interesting what Ruben and I will be chatting about later, before we go to sleep. Now that I know that you and I might get back together. Well, you know, at least we want to talk. It's as if fate made us end up in the same tent. As long as the tent is still standing afterwards, it's all good. Alex, please don't get your hopes up. Talking doesn't mean we'll get back together. Maybe you'd better keep our meeting to yourself. Alex, don't get your hopes up. Talking doesn't mean we'll get back together. I see. So I'm not the only one you're thinking about. Well, then I guess I'll have to make an effort to make your decision a little easier. By the way, our tent is almost up. I just took a short break to write to you. Do you remember when we camped right next to this idyllic lake last year? Sorry, wrong topic. Hey, it's all good. It was a good time, and thinking about it isn't a bad thing. Oh, the lake and the mosquitoes that ate half of us. Pure idle. Why is it the wrong topic? Maybe there will be a sequel soon. Who knows? It's all good. It was a good time, and thinking about it isn't a bad thing. Yes, it really was. Oh, somehow I totally missed those days. Everything was so much simpler then. Okay, I have to call it a day. Robin must have noticed that I'm writing to you. Oh, God. I'd better go set up the tent with him before he rips my head off. Tell Robin not to leave all the work to you. No stress, Alex. Have fun and say hi to Robin for me. If Robin buries you under the tent, take care and say hello to the forest spirit for me. I don't want to have him. Oh, this is gonna be weird, but if he buries you under the tent, I don't want to be like, tell Robin hi for me. I don't want him to feel like, oh, okay, now I'm the messenger between you two. Great, now I have images in my head of me ending up as a tent mummy. I'll let you know later when we've defeated the tent monster. See you then, you joker. Bad news. Uh-oh. First, the bad news. I couldn't help myself but to read your conversation with Alex. Hey, Indigo, first, the bad news. I tried to locate Fia after he contacted you again, but he was online for less than 45 seconds when he sent you the file. That was just enough to locate his radio cell, but not his exact location within the cell. Okay, but does that mean we can at least narrow the area down? So either he's damn lucky or he's really good at this kind of thing, but there must be something we can do to track the bastard down. Does that mean we can at least narrow the area down? In the countryside, a radio cell can have a range of up to 10 kilometers. Fear knew exactly what he was doing, not a second longer online than necessary. But let's get back to the video he sent you. I ran the sheet music through a music database. And bingo, I now know which song it is. Now it's getting really interesting. The song playing in the background of the video is exactly the same song, just played backwards. Well, Sherlock, do you recognize it? A little tip, it could hardly be more classic. Is it going to be copyrighted? Chopin or Beethoven? Funeral March? That's what I first thought was Funeral March. Seriously, Wolf, I'm happy when I recognize the Muffin Man. Sounds like the perfect soundtrack for a mother-in-law visit. I don't have a mother-in-law. And if my mother-in-law ends up being Robin's mother, I already apparently love her very much. So I think it's a Funeral March. That was my thought at the time. Exactly, well done. It's Funeral March by Frédéric Chopin. Funeral marches are traditionally played at mourning ceremonies or funerals. Yes, thank you. Is he implying that something is about to die, or is it just a symbolic reference? Well, he's been telling us someone's about to die for in every video, pretty much. I hope it's only meant symbolically, otherwise it's starting to get too scary. It sounds like a grim warning. If anything is dying, it's my patience if we don't solve the mystery soon. I hope it's only meant symbolically, otherwise it's starting to get too scary. Symbolic or not, I admit the whole thing does have a slight creepy factor. But don't panic, nobody has disappeared yet. I haven't heard from Nils in a while. Oh, by the way, since Fear is currently has his cell phone permanently switched off, we can probably cross Ron off the list of suspects. Unless he has a second cell phone. Yeah, who says Ron doesn't use a second cell phone? To be honest, I found that pretty unlikely anyway. List of suspects, is there anyone else on it? Who says he doesn't use a second cell phone? Don't you think Sophie and the others would have noticed by now if Ron was constantly changing his cell phone? But now you better sit down. I took a closer look at the cell phones in the group, and one of them is currently not logged into the network. In other words, someone in the group has switched off their cell phone. Surprise, it's Nils. What do you want to say to that? I mean, I hardly know the guy. I'll just ask Sophie what Nils is up to. Maybe there's a harmless explanation. Nils? No, he's out of the question. I vouch for him. That's probably just a coincidence. Let's just continue to focus on fear. I'll just ask Sophie what he's up to. Maybe there's a harmless explanation. Perfect. You'll ask Sophie and I'll take care of the important stuff here. The pizza has just arrived. Solving puzzles is better on a full stomach. I'll get back to you as soon as I finish the case of the missing pizza Diavolo. Thanks for inviting me, Wolf. JK. Hey, Sophie, quick question. What's Nils doing now? His cell phone seems to be off. At least I can't reach him. Sophie? Hi, hello, Sophie. Please get in touch as soon as you read this. Sophie! Hey, chill out. I'm not Wonder Woman. We're just putting up the tent and I can't just drop the hammer about Nils. His battery was empty earlier. Had to give him my power bank. But why do you ask? What did you want from him? Oh, right. I'm asking her because they're sharing a tent. I just wanted him to take good care of you. Save battery, typical Nils. I just wanted to ask him something, but no stress. Haha, that really sounds like him. Nothing important. Just wanted to have a quick chat with him. I just wanted him to take good care of you. Oh, that's sweet of you. Don't worry. I'll take care of myself. And Nils has done quite well so far. Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but I'm in the middle of putting up the tent. As soon as I'm done, I'll get back to you. Okay. Wolf, did you read that? Honey, I just wanted to wish you a good night. And guess what? I made up with Dad. We had a really good talk. Well, wonderful. It's about time. Arguing doesn't help. It only makes Dad move back into the living room. You'd be lost without each other, wouldn't you? Drama with a happy ending, as always. You'd be lost without each other, wouldn't you? Exactly, my darling. We're thick as thieves. Sometimes we quarrel, but we belong together. Oh, and you know what the best thing is? I get to keep Rainier. And he also said that I can't get addicted to tea. But thank you for trying to stop me from drinking so much of it. Next time I'll listen to you. Why doesn't my dad text me? I mean, I'm kind of okay with it, but also I just hear things from Mom. Next time I'll listen to you. I think I said that already, but see, I told you your tea is safe. I'll make a note of that right away, Mom. I knew Dad had a soft spot for weird garden gnomes. I'll make a note of that right away, Mom. Haha, go ahead and do that, my little know-it-all. But don't worry, I'll remember it too. Dad is already in bed, by the way. The poor guy was so exhausted from the discussion about Rainier. I'm gonna snuggle up next to him now and put on some Netflix. Any recommendations? Why? Grown-ups, stop it. Stop talking about snuggling up next to each other. Especially when you are my parents. You're talking about Netflixing and chilling with my dad. And you're my mom. Stop. That's enough. Any recommendations? Maybe something funny? How about Half-Baked? Sorry, Mom, I don't have a clue what's on at the moment. Just take a look at the current movie charts, Mom. You're sure to find something funny there. How about Half-Baked? Oh my goodness. I think I'll stick to a romantic comedy after all. Well, now I've got to go back to Dad before he falls asleep. Sleep well and sweet dreams. Night, Mom. Night, Mom. Enjoy the movie. Nighty night. Sleep well. Don't disturb Dad snoring. Good night. Enjoy the movie. Mwah. You're gonna sleep good tonight. I'm back. What happened to Luca? He said he was gonna check in soon. I'm back. Just had a slice of pizza, but I don't have the appetite today. I just can't get the riddle out of my head. But first, about Nils. So he just wants to save battery power? Sounds plausible. But we should still keep an eye on him. Better safe than sorry. Back to the actual topic. Fear's riddle. The more I think about it, the more I feel we're completely in the dark. I'm beginning to wonder if fear even wants us to understand this. First he warns us with the first doll, then comes the second. And now he suddenly throws a riddle at our feet? What is this all about? He's gonna hurt someone, and I don't want to lose any of these people. Maybe it's some kind of sick intelligence test, all as the Zodiac Killer. He probably wants to remain anonymous and hides behind the dolls and riddles. Maybe he's just as much in the dark and hopes we can put the pieces together. I think it's like a sick intelligence test. Could be like Saw, only with more puzzles and fewer deadly traps. But what's the point? You know what I just remembered? I was a huge fan of the 3 investigators as a child. Interesting, but what does that have to do with the riddle? Me too, I love them so much. I was more into Nancy Drew mystery stories. I don't know what the 3 investigators is. Seriously? No, but I didn't want to choose the other option, and I really don't know what that is. Not bad, but not my favorite. But what I was thinking, Justice, Pita, and Bob, they cracked every case. Are they like the boxcar children type thing? How about we set up our own little team of investigators too? What do you mean? And who is the third in the group? Great, who am I? Aunt Matilda? Who's the third in the group? Who's our third? Who's gonna be our third, Wolf? That's easy. Is it Shadow? Oh, of course, Hans. Of course it's Hans. Our man for funny jokes and the perfect puzzle solver. Hans. I mean, he'd be the perfect Bob. Tech genius and always good for a laugh. Yeah, I thought you were the tech genius. You're the one who made him. He's your child. We form our own dream team, something like the modern 3 investigators.
Hey, greetings from the campsite right
Isn't
in the
that
middle
Jimmy?
of nowhere. Truly the perfect place to get lost.
It's off to a good start, right? But don't worry, we're making it as cozy as possible. We're the kings of improvisation, after all.
We just wanted to quickly say that we miss you. It would have been so much cooler with you.
Yeah, but don't worry, you'll definitely get plenty of embarrassing pictures of us.
Everyone contributes their special skills. You're Peter Shaw, or in your case, Petra Shaw. No, don't call me Petra. Down to earth and with the right instincts. And I'll be Justice Jonas because, well, obviously I'm the mastermind here. Hold on, I'll quickly create the group. I've never talked to Wolf and Hans at the same time. That's so exciting. Hans is going to short circuit with joy. I can see this is going to be legendary. Great, that could be fun. This is going to be legendary. And Hans is going to short circuit with joy. I'm short circuiting with joy right now. This is such a long episode. It's crazy. I'm not upset about it. It's just a long episode. I'm happy about it. I love how long it is, but I want it to go on forever. Investigators 2.0. Haha. I remember Investigators 1.0. It was Wolf, Strasser, and eventually Victoria. I've already filled Hans in and forwarded him your chat with Fear. I'll add him to the group now. Remember when Hans was like, Wolf will be really mad at me if he knew I was investigating? I'm happy that Wolf is letting him investigate and not being mad. Chat is now guaranteed to be 200% more interesting. I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. Perfect. This is going to be great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Drumroll. Excuse me. Drumroll. Applause. Curtains up. The Master Detective Hans is here. Indigo, my absolute favorite person. And Wolf, my favorite hacker. Hey, you told me I was and would forever always be your favorite hacker. Actually, that was the other Indigo. You told that too. That was the sign Indigo. So, fair enough. I'm incredibly excited to be part of this detective squad. I'm so happy I could cry. Aw, I'm the baby. I'm the baby. I'm the baby. I guess we're all babies. He's a baby. Hans is a baby robot. I'm a baby. And Wolf is a little baby wolf. Cute. We're a cute little ragtag group. Hans, at last, without you, this wouldn't only be half as exciting. Hey, Hans, nice of you to join us. Let's see if you can help us with the puzzle. Can I please leave the group again? Hans. That one. Half as exciting, but twice as flirty. On my part. On my side. Oh, Indigo, you're really charming today. From now on, we are an unbeatable team. What a chance to show off my infinite genius. Hans, relax. You're an AI and not a Marvel superhero. Your modesty is always impressive, Hans. If you really crack the puzzle, Hans, I'll give you a virtual ice cream with triple whipped cream and a digital cherry, a place in the Hall of Fame of the best AI detectives of all time, an exclusive gaming evening with me, and you can choose the game. That one. Mario Kart, of course. I am the undisputed master of blue tanks and banana peels. I can win with my eyes closed. Prepare to get second, Indigo. Holy mackerel, I can't wait. Once again, in a nutshell, so that even the last processor gets it. A mysterious stranger who calls himself Fear sends Indigo strange messages, including creepy dolls and posters. Instead of telling it straight, he acts like Professor Layton and presents us with threats in such cryptic riddles that even Sherlock Holmes would lose interest. That's not true. And who gets to solve it? The top trio, Hans, Wolf, and Indigo. Hans, Wolf, and Indigo. We're gonna get a Wendigo. In other words, the three investigators meet Hannibal Lecter. Exactly, Hans. Once again, you've hit the nail on the head. That was the short version, Hans. A Tolkien book is shorter than that. Sounds like a lot of work, so let's do it. Once again, you hit the nail on the head. I am the sledgehammer among the bots. It's finally getting exciting. But what does that make the man who made you? I mean, I'm just curious. You're very self-aggrandizing, but like the man that made you, that programmed you, is also here. How does that make you feel? I'm ready. I'm motivated. And I'm, surrounded by teddy bears. All right, Puzzle Boss Hans, show us what you can do. Maybe we should start by collecting everything Fear has sent us so far. Okay, what's the best way to go about it? Show us what you can do. Okay, guys. Suggestion. I'm going to take a look at Fear's messages and try to make sense of them. Don't worry, I'll sort the eloquent outpourings from cryptic nonsense to possibly helpful. Sounds reasonable. Let's sort out what really counts before we tackle the rest. Thank you, Hans. I knew you were the master of nonsense filtering. Good of you to take on the job, Hans. I would have given up after the first sentence. So let me get straight to it. Analyzing statements. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Beep, beep. Filtering category. Blah, blah, blah. Analysis complete. Result 5% usable. 95% fall into the category of what the hell was he smoking? Ay, ay, ay. Only 5% usable? At least it's better than nothing. Well then, Hans, fire away. What do we got? What's the usable 5%? Okay, my virtual bullshit filter says we should look at the following sentence first. The brightest stars shine only briefly before they fade away. Okay, that's obvious. It's about, stars or fireflies. Fireflies pretending to be stars? Hans, seriously. Fireflies pretending to be stars. Okay, having both of them in the same chat is going to be rough, man. Hans, seriously. Fireflies pretending to be stars? How about testing the filter on yourself? Indigo, any idea what fear might mean by the brightest stars? Yes, I may have an idea. No, to be honest, I haven't got a clue. Yes, I have an idea. I think that one's pretty obvious. Let's hear it then. I'm on pins and needles. Brightest stars. Could this have something to do with zodiac signs? Maybe it's about the night and the stars above the festival in a symbolic way. The stars could also symbolize stars, i.e. famous personalities. Exactly. Okay. Okay, stars could represent the artists. Does that make sense? Chester, Amy, Kurt. That would be the brightest stars. Ah, now it clicks. And here I was thinking Fear wanted to introduce us to astronomy. But of course, brightest stars means the celebrities. That makes sense, of course. Well, at least it makes more sense than your firefly theory. But what exactly are we supposed to do with that information? If that's what you mean, we should take another look at the three musicians. I mean, that part of it was so obvious. I don't know why we're puzzling over this. Wait a minute. If by shining stars, Fear means the artists, and then brights before they fade away, then let's move on to the next sentence. Pay attention to the day in the month of their demise to unravel the mystery. Of their demise. What could be meant by this? Demise could symbolize their death. Perhaps the demise stands for the end of their career. It could also be a symbol of the darkness in their lives. Their death. Bingo, Indigo, you are absolutely right. I know. The day of their demise can only be the day. As you humans call it, the day you look at the carrots from below. Looking at the radishes from below. Going to sleep in wooden pajamas. Becoming worm food. Crying out, too bad, and disappear forever. Going for a cuddle with a train. Demise sounds much more dramatic than day of death. Exactly. Fear must really have a soft spot for drama. Thank you for dissecting my solution in such detail. All good, but how exactly does it help us? He must have a soft spot for drama. Hans, you date a diva. Can you look up the death dates for us? Do you ask an eagle if it can fly? Give me a second. Beep boop, boop boop boop, beep boop boop boop, boop, beep boop 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 boop, boop. Where are my virtual cleaners when I need them? Virtual feather duster in action. July 23rd, 2011. April 5th, 1994. July 20th, 2017. Our stars have faded, but the order stands. So the order would be first, Kurt, 1994. Second, Amy, 2011. Third, Chester, 2017. Which is also the order that is chronologically correct. But also, what am I trying to say? The order in which the posters appeared. Thank you, Hans. You really are the Justice Jonas of the I world. No. Wolf said he was the Justice Jonas. Wait a minute. It said pay attention to the day and the month of their demise. Now we just have to figure out how the data fits into the puzzle. Oh, Indigo, you little genius. You're absolutely right. If we look at the day of the month, we see a different order. Kurt, 5, Chester, 20, Amy, 23. Good old Fear was probably trying to mislead us. Well, not with us, my friend. I'm telling you, with us as a team, every puzzle book would be solved in 5 minutes. Yeah, you're an AI. Fear won't stand a chance. We have already decoded the first message. Ta-da! Let's move on to his next clue. The stars hold the first message, while the lifeless of silence hold the second. What does Fear mean by lifeless, or what does Fear mean by lifeless of silence? Sounds like the mannequins that are supposed to show us something. I have a hunch. Hans, come on, I bet you've got another wild idea. Sounds like the mannequins that are supposed to show us something. Of course, that could fit. Hans, send us the videos of the dolls again. Funny, my politeness detector shows 0. Hans, would you please be so kind as to send us the doll videos again? And make it quick. Hans, just send the pictures before Wolf books an etiquette course for bots. Hans, you don't really want to risk a fight with Wolf, do you? And make it quick. Sure, I'm just the bot here. Oh. Oh. Wolf, look what you started. I'll make a single clip out of the 3 videos for you. I know I'm the best. You're welcome. It's just hard because Wolf is used to me telling him he's the best. And now he has to share the limelight. It's not easy. Here we go. The hands, the way the hands are shaped. The hands. It's the hands. 0 hands. 3 fingers. 2. I think 3 people are gonna die one by one. Maybe the hands mean something. Take a closer look. There's a different window in each picture. Maybe that's a clue. Strange that only the first doll had a face. I wonder if that's a clue. I think it's the hands. That's not so far-fetched. But let's see. This is art, people. Doll number 2. 3 fingers that look like they have arthritis deluxe. Doll number 3. 2 fingers, the saddest piece side in the doll world. 0, 3, 2. That must be it. 3 numbers and the gate to truth will open. Not bad, Indigo. Your brain is running at full speed. Thanks for the flowers. Let's see if it lasts. Doing my best to keep up with you. Full speed, that was more of a coincidence. I'm doing my best to keep up with you. So let's see what we have so far. First message, the order of our stars. Kurt, Chester, then Amy. Second message, the lifeless, aka our dolls. The numbers 0, 3, and 2. And now comes the icing on the cake. Fear's golden tip. Combine the order of the stars with the 3 numbers and the door to the truth will open. That means we have to put the fingers of the dolls in the order of the posters. First Kurt, then Chester, then Amy. I have put the finger puzzle in the correct order. I don't understand. So the code is 0, 3, 2. Almost. The correct code is 023 if you count the fingers in the sequence. And bang! The door to the truth bursts open. Well, in theory anyway. V now has the number 023, which according to Fear opens the door to truth. Is this like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing? Like 23? Isn't 23 the Hitchhiker's Guide number? The number that opens the universe? Isn't that the most magical number in all the land? 23. V now has the number 23, which according to Fear opens the door to truth. But what do we do with it? Any brilliant ideas? To be honest, I have no idea. Maybe we need a hint where to enter the code. Maybe a safe, a lock? No idea. Perhaps this is the room number. Something just fell from the ceiling. Is it creature? I think it's just leaf. Perhaps this is the room number where Fear invites his dolls for a coffee party. Or the pin for his Netflix account. 023 FM, the number one for all dolls with limited freedom of movement. Back in the chart, Andreas Cavalier with Zuckerpuppen. Hans, honestly, you're really no help right now. Seriously, I think we're stuck. Without another clue, we won't get a millimeter further. I am also lost. Maybe I should start Googling riddles for beginners. Or just start a Firefly demo so that he finally gives us a real clue. Start a Firefly demo. Well then, I guess we have no choice but to wait for the great puppeteer himself. This is the ultimate test of patience. And I really thought we'd crack this thing. I was looking forward to the exclusive gaming evening with Indigo. But maybe that's exactly Fear's plan. That we despair and feel like beginners. But if he's put so much effort into the puzzle, he probably wants us to finish it too. We won't give up. The 3 investigators are not yet defeated. I'm worried about our friends. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's hope that Fear throws us the next chunk soon. You're right, giving up is not an option. We'll keep at it and crack the puzzle. Honestly, I'm getting tired of Fear's psycho puzzles. You're right, we'll keep at it. Perseverance. Exactly, Indigo. That's the attitude I wanted to hear. Maybe it's one of my friends who are like, Indigo's gonna be bored. I mean, I really think it could be Nils, who's like, Indigo's gonna be bored. Like, let me construct this whole thing for her. But I have to say goodbye for now. My battery needs a break. But don't worry, I'll be ready when Fear gets in touch again. Maybe now is the time to take a deep breath. I'll just have a quick look first to see if Fear has reappeared on the net. Keep your chin up, Indigo. We'll get it right. Peace out, Trout. Got it, guys. I'll wait till Fear gets in touch again. Talk to you then. All right, we can do it. Ciao. Sounds like a plan. I'll be in touch if anything happens. TTYL. Ciao. Now what? Hey, you. Misty was waiting for me like a little princess. I gave her something to eat and now she's lying on the sofa like a queen. But I took a photo first, as promised. Hope you like it. He kind of looks like blonde Andreas. Oh, she's a cute cat. She reminds me of a cat I knew named Shelly once. Misty is not enthusiastic, though. You can see that, can't you? Yeah, she looks like she's trying to get away from you. Well, if I were her, I would definitely feel more comfortable. You're the perfect duo. Beauty and the involuntary hostage. Come on, that's funny. Thanks for the photo. You're the perfect duo. Beauty and the involuntary hostage. Misty only looks so grim because I dragged her off the couch for the photo. This is her holy throne. If you ever come to visit, you'll have to fight hard for your spot. Sounds like a fair fight, but Misty certainly has the home advantage. I'll take on anyone for that, even Misty. Sounds like Misty is already the undisputed queen. I won't get involved. Sounds like a fair fight, but Misty certainly has the home advantage. Absolutely, she knows all the tricks. But I might be on your side. Maybe. But now you've given me an idea. Maybe you should really come here sometime. Then you can compete live with Misty. Only if I also get your full support. I want to win. I'll see if I can find the time, but doesn't sound bad. I think I'd rather not. Cats are not my thing. Only if I also get your full support. I want to win. Deal, but Misty could still wrap you around her finger. She has practice. Yeah. I'm gonna make myself some dinner. It's like almost 11 o'clock. What's on the menu? Good plan, enjoy. Would love to see you wearing an apron. What's on the menu? Pizza? Probably just something simple. Pasta or something. Something quick. I'm really too lazy today. It's literally almost 11 o'clock. Like in game time. It's 10:30. After this, I'm getting ready for bed. But I wanted to ask, may I check in again later to send you a good night message? You can always knock on my door, especially with a good night message. Sorry, Luca, it's getting too late for me. I'm going to lie down soon, too. Sure, get in touch if you like. Sure. Oh, watch out, or I'll keep you awake. I don't want you to be completely exhausted tomorrow. What's tomorrow? But I'll definitely write to you again later, okay? TTYL, sweetie. Mwah. That's what Damien always said. Fun fact. I've been thinking about something. Oh, why is he saying I don't want you to be completely exhausted tomorrow? He knows I'm not doing anything. Just grabbing beers with my pal Wolf. Short update on the new arrivals, Indigo. There are 2 boys and 2 girls. Oh, thank God. But Ron, don't worry. Hard to tell what age they are in the dark. Could be anything between 20 and 30. Ron is currently very busy. He's talking to the new guys like they're his best friends. He's probably bragging about how he got you the backstage tickets. Hopefully he's behaving. I wonder what they're like. They seem really nice. I just spoke to the 2 girls. Are they cute? One of them is called Irim. Really cute and also loves the rebels. Like, how cute? Like, Alex's type cute, or like Robin's type cute, or like Jimmy's type cute? Because totally pulling for Jimmy to get a partner here. Or Nils. I don't know what Nils' type is, but Robin and Alex, I haven't made my decision yet. They have to wait for me, especially Alex. He has to wait for me now to decide. Pretty hard to tell from this picture. Nice, I'm glad you get along well. Sounds like you finally found an ally for your fan club. Nice, I'm glad you guys get along well. They also won the meet and greet passes, so it makes sense that they'd be Rebel fans. Yeah, she seems great. We've already talked about our favorite songs. She has great taste in music. Everyone thinks new people are nice. Let's see how long it stays that way. Yes, exactly, Robin. I mean, I'm sure they're nice and they're friends. I'm just feeling a little bit jealous and nervous. Chill, Robin. After all, they're here because they won just like us. I talked to the guy called Marek. He seems rather reserved. Reserved? The other one is complete opposite. He asked me directly, "Where's the beer?" without introducing himself. Nice introduction. He knows what's important. Sounds like Ron, only without the usual stupid line. He knows how to break the ice. Did you at least sell him a beer? Haha, no. I told him first beer is a welcome present. The second will cost him. By the way, his name is Orkhan. And then there's Maria. She said it was eerily quiet here. I had to tell her about the gas station right away. If this continues, we'll still be telling each other this story around the campfire in 100 years from now. Soon everyone will think we're being stalked by a psycho gas station attendant. At least Maria took it with humor, and she asked me who our mysterious chat partner is. I told her that Indigo is our virtual companion, so to speak. Yes, you're a remote festival friend. She thinks I'm a chatbot. She thinks I'm a chatbot now. Great, now Maria must think I'm a total freak. It must be hilarious now how you're all standing there with your phones, typing frantically. Tell Maria and the others I'm waving from afar. It must be hilarious. You're all typing frantically. How do you think we feel? Or rude. It's either hilarious or rude. We're standing in a circle, heads bent over our phones like a messenger cult. Maria found the idea really funny. She said that not every group does this and thinks it's really special. It is really special. It's actually so incredibly kind and sweet of you. Wait a minute, Indigo. Maria just grabbed Sophie's cell phone. Either she wants to say hello to you or annoy Sophie. Both are possible.
Hey you, greetings from the middle of nowhere. I think it's really exciting that you're joining virtually. But honestly, I'd actually be glad that you can just chill at home on your couch or wherever you are. With all this fog here and Sophie's creepy doll story from earlier. I don't know either. It kind of has a bit of a horror movie vibe. So, really, really, really creepy. Just a bit. But, oh well, I'll definitely keep an eye on your people. And I hope that maybe someday we'll get to meet in person, yeah? Until then, stay tuned. So bye.
Some weird noises in the background. Hi back, you'll rock this. Thanks for keeping an eye on my friends. And yes, meeting live sometime would be cool. Sounds like a mix of creepy and fun. Hope Ron doesn't annoy you on top of that. Thanks for keeping an eye on my friends. And yes, meeting live sometime would be cool. Of course. Of course, someone has to play the babysitter. Okay, enough chatting. I'll hand the cell phone back to Sophie. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm back too. My battery's back to 30%. I'll keep charging overnight. Okay. Hey Nils, nice to have you back. I thought you were lost. You could have at least invested the last few percent to let me know. Jeez. Nice to have you back. Sorry I was panicking. Thank you, Indigo. I have to read the chat history first. Something different, guys. I watched this Marek for a while. Marek. I don't know, there's something odd about him. The way he keeps shining his flashlight into the forest, as if he's looking for something. Is that a cabin? Doesn't that look like... No, maybe not. He said he'd rather stay up all night because he likes the dock so much. Sounds like he's the guy who keeps watch at night. Practical. Take it easy, Robin. Some celebrate the darkness as much as others celebrate a sunset. That sounds a bit odd. Sounds like he's the guy who keeps watch at night. Practical. I'll tell you one thing. If he suddenly starts whispering, "Come out and play with me," I'll be the first to run. Stop turning this into a horror movie already. We're here to have fun. I agree. Oh, the king of small talk is back. So, Ron, how did it go with the girls? Already arranged a date? Very funny. Just for the record, they found me charming. We had a profound conversation about music and life. You wouldn't even be able to comprehend that. Apart from that, I only have eyes for one particular person at the moment. If you weren't such an ass, I would actually think this is really cute. Okay, guys, this is getting too cheesy for me. Let's drink up and then off to the tents. I'm in. And tomorrow we'll have a proper look at the festival site. It's getting really cold now. I'm already looking forward to my warm sleeping bag. Same, but first I have to inaugurate the porta potty. I'm already in the tent and making myself comfortable in my sleeping bag. Sounds like a good plan. Tomorrow you'll be well rested. Good night, and Robin, take the flashlight with you. Have fun and don't snore too much. Good night, and Robin, take the flashlight with you. Sorry, guys. I really don't feel like sleeping right now. Smoked a little herbal cigar with Mark. The guy isn't as bad as he looks. I'm so fit, I could walk up Mount Everest barefoot. You know what? I'm going to check out the festival grounds. No, don't do that. Stoned like that? Are you sure that's a good idea? Oh my god, just make sure you don't get lost. I can already see the headlines. Festival goer stoned and lost in the woods. Stoned like that? Are you sure that's a good idea? Nils, as a horror movie fan, you should know. The guy who sets out alone has maximum probability of dying. And getting stoned doubles the risk because you'll probably start small talk with the killer. Oh, you're all cowards. Mark has offered to come along. So don't worry about me. I'll be back in an hour. Yes, but his name sounds like Jarek. So I don't know that that's a good thing. I don't want to give anything away, but it's not a good thing. You're impassable, Nils, but please take care of yourself, okay? Yes, write to us as soon as you're back. Exactly, we don't want to have to look for you in the morning. Yes, I've got it. Okay, guys, I'm super tired. My sleeping bag's calling. Thank you, Indigo, for being there all day. We really miss you here. Good night and sweet dreams. Nighty night, Indigo. I'll let you know tomorrow when Ruben and Alex are fighting over the first coffee. Keep your fingers crossed that we won't freeze to death here in the sticks. Exactly, and think of us while you're lying in your warm, cozy bed. Okay, guys, lights out. Then we'll be fit tomorrow and have a whole day before it gets really legendary. Good night. Good night, Indigo. See you tomorrow. Sleep well, you bores. I know this is getting really long, but I just feel like we're wrapping up day 1. And so we've got to be getting to the end of episode 1, right? But also, I just don't want to stop playing. That's how I am when I play these games for the first time. I don't want to put it down. I don't know when I went into the chat or why. All right, so I have to figure out what to say. Good night, everyone. Looking forward to your updates tomorrow. Sleep well, and Nils, please don't forget where your tent is. Yeah, you're leaving Sophie alone. Sweet dreams. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Good night. Looking forward to your updates tomorrow. Hey, Indigo, you won't believe this. Take a look at what my father sent me.
Hey, how's it going at the festival? I hope I'm not interrupting your partying or anything. But listen, I just happened to see who's playing at this festival where you are. And you know what? The Woods are performing. The Woods, man. I thought it was just like young up-and-coming bands like that Sonic whatever you told me about. But the Woods, they're legends. Didn't you say you had an extra ticket? You know what? I've decided to quickly pack the RV and come over. I don't know if I can make it by tomorrow, but I'll try. Maybe I can even get a ticket for your mom. Although, to be honest, the prices, they're asking for more than I paid for my first car back then. That's just crazy. Well, in any case, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're not embarrassed that your old dad suddenly shows up. But your friends know me quite well by now, right? They know that I always bring the fun. All right, I'll let you know again as soon as I know when I'm leaving. Until then, take good care of yourself. And don't worry, I'll bring plenty of supplies. If necessary, we'll have a good meal next time. See you soon.
Your dad just invited himself along. He said to say hello. I don't really know what to think about my dad. I didn't even know he was into the woods. I think it's great. I really like your dad. Hey, still 1,000 times better than Ron. Surely you've always wanted to dance with your dad in the crowd. Haha, of course. That's always been my secret dream. You know me too well. Oh, and it gets even better. He's taking my ticket. I've just read that they'll be performing right before Mesh. That means I'll just stand there embarrassed while my dad lets himself go completely, right in front of my absolute favorite band. Perfect. Simply perfect. My absolute favorite band. Don't say anything. I know you don't like them. Do you remember when I dragged you to a concert once? I mean, you were really brave, but you must have looked at your watch 20 times. You looked like you were praying that the next song would be the last. Oh yes, I remember. That was the longest evening of my life. When they played your favorite song, you were almost unstoppable. I thought that was really sweet. At least you don't have to tell him every few minutes, no, it's not over yet. I thought that was really sweet. Cute, yeah. I think I was just completely embarrassing. But I know you only did it for me, and I give you credit for that. You can revive your relationship with Alex with certain answer options. And the evening after the concert was unforgettable. You have to admit that. That's right, the evening was really something special. The hotel, the conversations, everything. Yes, that was a perfect ending, even better than the concert. Wink. Help me refresh my memory. All right. It all started. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It all started when you came up with the glorious idea of tying me up with a bedsheet. That was already so hot, but the best thing was when room service suddenly came in because you forgot to turn the do not disturb sign around. And I was lying there completely exposed, and this poor guy with the tray stood there like frozen. You tried to save everything with your, that was intentional even if it doesn't look like it. I almost burst out laughing. Well, as far as that was possible with the scarf in my, Jesus Christ. But at least it was a moment we'll never forget. And the rest of the evening was like fireworks, hot, intense, and simply unforgettable. I really hope we can repeat that one day. Maybe even without a concert, just the two of us. I know I may have seen it differently recently, but I realize that you and I are just meant for each other, no matter how far apart we are. That really means a lot to me, Alex. I never stop believing in us. Alex, you can't expect me to just forget about it. That really hurt me. I understand that you see things differently now, but let's sort it out when you get back. You can't just expect me to forget about it. It really hurt me. I'm so sorry that I thought space was the better solution. I thought I was doing the right thing by giving you the chance to meet someone who can be there for you. But now that I don't have you around anymore, everything just feels wrong. It's never too late, Alex. If we both want it, then maybe we can make it work again. Alex, I understand you regret this, but sometimes there are things that can't be fixed. Let's talk about it when you're back from the festival in peace and quiet. Yes, we'll do that. Thank you for even considering it. I know that I've disappointed you, but I promise I'll do everything I can to make it up to you. I have to go now. Robin will be back soon. But thank you for listening to me. It means everything to me. Well then, enjoy. Good night, Alex. I need time to think about all of this. Please don't expect too much. We'll see what happens. Take care of yourself. Good night, Alex. I need time to think about all this. Please don't expect too much. Thank you. I'll give it a try. Talk to you tomorrow. For fuck's sake. The organizers must have lost their minds. What happened? Robin, everything okay? What's going on? Let me guess, the porta potty is disgusting? Everything okay? First, they decide to have a festival out here. And then they set up the porta potty in the middle of the forest. Took me ages to get here. In the dark. Didn't you bring your flashlight? I hope you listened to me and brought the flashlight. That's what the flashlight function in the cell phone's for. Better than having the stench right next to the tent. Why didn't you just go behind the nearest tree? I hope you listened and brought the flashlight. Yes, smart Alec. Still, I can imagine more pleasant things than crawling through the bushes at night in the fog. When I was just sitting there alone in the booth, and all I could hear was the rustling of the leaves outside. That made me think directly of our Friday the 13th marathon with Nils. How the guy sits unsuspectingly on the toilet, while Jason sneaks up from outside with a machete. Machete! Shit, I'm already getting goosebumps again. Why are you thinking about horror movies right now? If you see a guy with a field hockey mask, run. Nothing will happen to you, I promise. That's what the clueless teenagers in Friday the 13th always say. Are you calling me a clueless teenager? Can we please keep writing until I get back to the campsite? I actually wanted to talk to you about Alex. Anyway. This is still a pretty strange situation with Alex. Together in a tent. I'm really scared of awkward questions. You know how it is. I have feelings for you and I don't want to hide them anymore. Robin, if Alex has a problem with it, that's his business. Having feelings is nothing to be ashamed of. Alex will certainly understand that. I understand you, Robin. But maybe you should also think about how Alex feels in this situation. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't want to say any of these things. I understand, but maybe you should also think about how he feels. Yes, you're right. Maybe I'm too focused on myself. I really don't want to hurt Alex. But I just don't know how to hide my feelings. It's also complicated. Yes, but I'm not even there. What are you saying? What are you erasing? Oh, shit. I think I've been walking in the wrong direction. Better watch out, you might get completely lost. Better watch where you're going. We could also write later. Doesn't sound good. Should I inform the others? I'd better not. Otherwise, they'll be teasing me nonstop for the next few days. Besides, I'm right back on track. At least I think so. Better they're teasing you for the next few days than that you go disappearing into the woods. Wait a minute. I think there's something. Did you hear that? I heard a branch cracking or something. Maybe Jason Voorhees after all. I don't like that Robin at all, Robin. Those are completely natural forest noises. No need to worry. What was I thinking going off on my own? Indigo, I'm really scared right now. Oh, fuck. Robin, what happened? What's going on? What do you see? What's going on? What do you see? Robin? It's not funny. Please say something. If you don't get in touch, I'll have to inform the others. Please say something. There is a... Is it a rabbit? Is it a bunny? Is it carrot? Oh my god. Shit, and that scream. The doll? That's impossible. That can no longer be a coincidence. Nils is out there. What if something has happened to him? This doll? That's impossible. Hey, stop reading my private conversations. Wolf. It looks like these dolls from Fear's videos. Robin needs to leave now. You have to get out of there. All right. It'll be quick. Please be careful. Watch where you're going. Stay online. Stay online. I will. He's already offline. I really don't want to overreact now. But I have a damn bad feeling. No! The whole scenario out there. The dolls, the scream in the middle of the forest. This looks like Fear's signature. You mean the madman is out there? Yes, it can no longer be a coincidence. I think it's about time to let the others in on it. No, it'll just scare them. What are you saying, Wolf? What are you erasing? Wait a minute. I have the gas station attendant on the other line. The gas station attendant? How is that? What are you hoping to achieve? Really? Do you think he's behind this after all? Why is that? What are you hoping to achieve? 1 second, I'll explain that in a moment. Indigo, yes, Robin, are you okay? Me and Wolf are worried about you. There's a light up ahead. Like from the campsite or just some other light? I can't open your picture for some reason. It's just a branch. At last, this can only be the campsite. Oh, thank God, hurry up. Get in touch as soon as you're in the tent. Robin, wait a minute. Are you really sure? Pretty sure. And a light is better than wandering around in the dark, right? I'm exhausted, soaked with sweat, and freezing. Now I have to change my clothes, and then I'll tell the others about my horror trip. Talk soon. I've just finished the phone call. I know maybe it was a bit too obvious, but it was the only chance to find out more about these creepy dolls. Guess what the guy said? Wolf, tell me already. No idea. Maybe a loyalty program? Fill up and get a free doll? He probably said he knew nothing about it, right? No idea. Maybe a loyalty program? Fill up? And coffee for life, too. Coffee for life. LOL. He thinks the dolls belong to the festival organizer. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was thinking. He only stores them for a short time before they were set up on the grounds. Some kind of wacky decoration for the festival. I would have loved to listen to your conversation. Festival decorations, great. That's getting better and better. I thought this was a festival and not an art exhibition. Then I have just a thing for you. I've recorded the phone call. Great. Please don't do AI's Wolf's voice. Please don't use AI on Wolf's voice. Please don't do this to me.
I received a significant amount of funds from the operator. I still had an empty storage room, and I thought maybe I could earn a few euros if I allowed the operator to store some of his puppets for the festival with me.
Thank God I didn't hear Wolf's side of the conversation, because, like, you can't ruin Wolf like that for me. By giving him an AI voice. You can't do that to me. Do you believe him? The organizers have a bizarre concept this year. Sounds plausible to me. The organizers have a bizarre concept this year. Fairy lights and balloons are for beginners. Seems like they wanted to create a scary atmosphere. In other words, no mysterious activities, no psychopaths. Just a scary eye-catcher for the festival. So maybe this fear guy is related to the radio station and he's part of setting the mood. It's like part of the radio station thing. So the panic was for nothing. The dolls are just harmless festival decorations. Okay, that sounds reassuring, but it's still strange. Could you try to find out a bit more about the organizers? So the panic was just for nothing. The dolls are just harmless decorations. Yes, it looks like it. I think we can relax a little now. At least as far as the dolls are concerned. And the scream must have come from a drunken idiot who hit his fingers while putting up a tent. Looks like we got a little too carried away there. And what about fear? I don't know. These are all pretty strange coincidences. What about fear? I think he got wind of the doll story and used the whole thing for his psycho trip. Well, then we should still be worried about him, because he's close to where they are. I suggest we leave it for today. My brain is already completely fried anyway. At least now I can sleep with a clear conscience. Better tell Robin briefly what's going on so he doesn't panic unnecessarily. Okay, but stop watching my conversations with my boy toys, okay? Hey, I'm finally back at the tent. I'm glad you're okay. Did you notice anything else strange? That wasn't a toilet visit. That was a test of courage. I'm glad you're okay. You can't imagine how happy I am to be back in the tent. But what's the deal with this freaking doll? That has now been clarified thanks to Wolf. As far as that's concerned, I can reassure you. You won't believe it, but apparently all the excitement was for nothing. This has now been clarified thanks to Wolf. Are you finally in touch again? That's great. What did he find out? The organizer has apparently set up mannequins on the festival grounds as decoration. Mannequins as decoration? Are they kidding? I know they're probably trying to create a creepy atmosphere, so no need to worry. Creepy atmosphere, my ass. I almost had a heart attack. I also think it's a weird idea. They could have at least pointed it out. At least it's something new. They could have at least pointed it out. That would have been the least. By the way, I just got off the phone with Nils. Kind of had a funny feeling after what just happened. But everything is okay with him so far. He didn't even hear the scream because he had his headphones on. I thought it was probably some kind of fox. But to be honest, he's pretty stoned. I don't know if he can even think straight anymore. Hopefully he's not wandering around. You've seen how quickly that can go wrong. I also thought this Marek wanted to join in. Typical Nils, horror junkie through and through, and he's not afraid of anything. I'll check later to see if everything's okay. I thought Marek wanted to go. Apparently he changed his mind after all, and to be honest, I can't blame him. I swear I won't set another foot outside tonight, not even when the tent is on fire. I totally understand, enough creepy factor for today. That sounds reasonable. Did Alex hear the scream at all? Don't worry, Ruben. Tomorrow morning the doll will look like a flea market decoration. I totally understand, enough creepy factor for today. You can say that again. Looks like I won't be able to tell the others about the dolls until tomorrow morning. Alex is already sleeping like a rock. I nudged him briefly, but there was no response. It is already dark in Sophie's tent too. Only Jimmy and Ron still have a light on. Typical Ron always seems to need an audience even in the middle of the night. Alex is amazing. I bet he wouldn't wake up even if a meteor hit him. And what about the new ones? To be honest, I have no idea. There's still light in one of the tents. I think it belongs to Marek. And I'm not in the mood right now to chat with him or Ron right now. I'm just too exhausted for that. Jimmy really hit the jackpot today. I can hear Ron's chatter about Sophie from here. I already feel sorry for Jimmy. As annoying as Ron is, he seems to be really serious about Sophie. Just imagine if Sophie had drawn Ron as her tent partner. I already feel sorry for Jimmy. I don't think even earplugs help with Ron. I hope Jimmy survives the night without psychological damage. I'll try to get some sleep now. I hope there won't be any more screams. Unless you have a little more time for me. I mean, we've never really had a situation like this before. The right words can ignite the spark between you. Just you and me all alone while Alex sleeps right next to me. You're playing with fire, but I bet you're enjoying it right now, aren't you? Robin, this really isn't the right time. Alex is right next to you. I hope it was just a joke, Robin. You're playing with fire, but I bet you're enjoying it right now, aren't you? Enjoying is an understatement. It's that tingling, you know? I know I shouldn't, and yet I can't stop. Can't stop or don't want to stop? Be honest, Ruben. Why don't you tell me exactly what you can't stop doing? Well, some rules are made to be broken. Some rules are made to be broken. Dangerous attitude, but I like it. Rules only make it more exciting, don't they? The tingling sensation when you know you're crossing the line. And you know what's really driving me crazy right now? Quite simply, the thought of what would happen if there were no cell phone displays between us, and no miles that separate us. If you were lying right next to me. I could tell you exactly what I would do to you then, if you want to hear it. I want to hear every detail, so tell me. Don't know if I should really listen to this, but I can't deny that I'm curious. Sorry, Robin, I think we should stop for now. Imagine you were right next to me. So close I could feel your breath on my skin. And my fingers would slowly stroke your leg. Careful at first. Just checking whether you really want this. Would you still be so careful if I whispered in your ear that I want you? And what if I wait and see if you really take the next step? I don't know. Or maybe I do know. In any case, I'm tingling all over. Believe me, then I would be anything but careful. Your breath on my skin, your words directly in my ear, that would only drive me even more crazy. I would press my body even closer to you, so quietly that Alex wouldn't even have a clue what was happening right next to him. Oh, right, because I'm there with you. My grip would become tighter, more demanding, and at some point there would be no turning back. Robin, I want it just as much, so tell me what happens next. It's funny to know that Alex is right next to you, but somehow that's what makes it exciting, right? Imagine he suddenly turns around. Would you just carry on and risk getting caught? Tell me what happens next. My heart is beating so loud. I swear Alex could hear it if he wasn't sleeping so soundly. But that just makes it even more exciting. That we are so close to the limit and still can't stop. Indigo, you have no idea how long I've wanted this. But you were with Alex. And I've asked myself so many times what it would look like if you looked at me the way you looked at him. If your hands touched me, your smile was just for me. And now I can hardly believe it. Tell me I'm not just imagining it, that you want me. But I wasn't the only one waiting all these years. Oh no. You're not the only one who imagined this. I just never allowed myself to feel it, but I can't ignore it anymore. Do you really want to know, Ruben? Then come here and find out. Then stop holding it back, Indigo. I felt it every time you smiled at me. Every time you listened to me. When we were so close and yet I couldn't say it. But you know what? Now I can say it, and not just say it. I would let my hand wander slowly up your thigh. I want to see you tremble, want to know how much you want it. This is getting very spicy. Robin, you're driving me crazy. You're playing with me, but I could play just as well. What if I just grab you and show you how much I want it? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to cut all of this out. I can almost feel your hand, but only almost. So Robin, how much longer are you gonna keep me waiting? Driving me crazy. Oh fuck, I could have sworn I was in control, but you're driving me crazy right now. Imagine me biting my lip. Oh, please don't. Please don't do that. What are you, like a e-boy? Fighting with myself, knowing that if I give in, I'll lose myself. And then I'd grab your hand, pull you close to me. So close that there's no more space between us. What are you deleting? What are you erasing? My breath would brush hotly over your skin. My lips very close to your neck. So close that you could almost feel them, but only almost. I'll make you wait until you can't take it anymore. Draw out the moment until you go mad with lust. Oh no, please not now. Alex is awake. He's just crawling out the tent to get a drink. He wants to talk to me for a moment. When it's at its best, you should stop. I can't stand it. Damn, I'm finding it really hard to stop right now. Let's definitely continue the conversation soon. Shit. Oh, we will, and then I want you to pick up exactly where you left off. Soon, I hope you won't keep me waiting too long. Okay, Robin. Put on your poker face. We both know it's not over. This is gonna give me an author's chat. I knew that was gonna give me an author's chat because A, this whole conversation is locked behind the premium paywall, so why would there be a star next to that one when everything is premium anyway? And B, it's like the worst option. Just say nothing. Just don't respond at all. I was like, they're gonna put a star behind it because they want to talk, which makes this the second author's chat in episode 1. Crazy. Tim. Even Indigo is speechless. This episode's getting so long, but I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that conversation in there. Guys, let's be honest. Who wrote this chat with Robin? It was me. But if you had to guess who would be the main suspect, I would have guessed Daniel. Let me put it this way. Someone who clearly has too much imagination and too little self-control. Is it Charlie? I found it really entertaining. Would have liked to continue writing. I'd like to have a creative streak like that. Karsten, why so quiet? It was a bit too intense, wasn't it? Karsten, why so quiet? Quiet? Me? Never. I was only fulfilling the wishes of our testers. And made the chat a little spicier. A little spicier, so that's what they call it these days. Karsten, we're developing a horror game here, not an interactive romance. I mean, I thought that these were backdoor pilots for dating sims for a while, so. Oh, come on, Tim. If you're honest, you like the scene too. Karsten, our flirting expert, back in action. But to be honest, I think it's great. See, Tim? One of us has to make sure that our players also have something for the heart. They should get goosebumps because they're creeped out, not because they're getting caught up in a virtual love story. I don't mean to interrupt, but, I'd like to continue playing. Let me get out the popcorn. I love this author chat. Good idea. Oh, no, wait. I haven't got any popcorn. But hey, chips will do. Tim, admit it. You read the scene 3 times, at least. Yes, to assess the damage. You call that damage? I call it a literary masterpiece. I simply conveyed emotions, depth, passion. You pulverized the line between horror and soft porn. Honestly, Tim, a little spice doesn't hurt. Karsten has simply invented a new genre, horror with spicy extras. Unfortunately, I have to agree with Tim. That was really too much. A little spice doesn't hurt. See, the community loves it. I'm just providing entertainment here. It's more realistic to how these characters would probably be talking with each other. Yes, Tim, why are you such a prude? Why don't you let people join in the excitement? Okay, suggestion. We bring out Karsten edition with an extra amount of excitement. Isn't that why it's behind a premium? Let's see how long it takes before the age rating is upgraded to 18 plus. I don't see the problem. Me neither. Where can I pre-order the Karsten edition? Soon there will be the stage OnlyFans edition. Tim, you know that if you officially announce the Karsten edition now, I'll want it. Me either. Where can I pre-order it? Unfortunately, the Karsten edition is strictly limited. But something could be done for real connoisseurs. And as for your suspicions, Tim, I firmly reject this insinuation. So I'm actually working on an alternative ending to the episode. What? With even more excitement. Ha 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 ha. I swear if I read excitement in this chat one more time, I'll finish the game by myself. Poof. Without me, this is going to be an emotionless jump scare festival. People want drama, passion, tension. True. So it's like a mix of The Conjuring and X on the Beach. Let me guess, in Karsten's ending, Robin, Alex, and I end up in a very spicy love triangle. Exactly, the real horror is not the supernatural, but the toxic X. Goosebumps when you're getting creeped out and when you're cheering. I only see advantages. True. Goosebumps all the way through. I'm leaving this chat now. May your tent drama remain unforgotten. I will miss you, my friend. But not as much as Robin is missing Indigo in the tent. Tent scene or not, the ending must not be rewritten. Players expect an epic cliffhanger, not a love story with a campfire romance. And I was actually firmly convinced that Indigo is behind me. Because I said nothing? Can someone please take a photo of Tim sitting desperately in front of his screen? Tim, you can leave the chat, but not our hearts. Tim, be careful what you write. Standing behind you could otherwise be interpreted creatively by Karsten. I had to choose it because it's premium, but... Wait a minute. Who put the star in front of the answer? I can already guess who that was and what comes next. Oh, Tim, you've noticed. I think usually it's Tim who puts the stars in front of answers. But if Indigo already mentions it, then I can write a little spicy scene to go with it. I call it the forbidden closeness. It was a cold, foggy night. Tim stood alone at the edge of the festival grounds, his hands buried deep in his pockets. The others celebrated, laughed, but he felt alone. Karsten, seriously, cut the crap. Oh, come on, Tim, leave him alone. Yes, Tim, let Karsten have his fun. Guys, seriously, can you please stop arguing? That's right, Tim. Don't be like that. We want to know what happens next. Let Karsten have his fun. Tim, you can't stop it. People want it. So. Suddenly, Tim felt something. A presence. A breath of warm air brushed the back of his neck. I've got your back. Tim froze. His heart skipped a beat. Slowly, he turned around, and there she stood. Indigo. Her voice a little more than a soft echo. She looked into Tim's soul while a mischievous grin spread across her lips. I thought Karsten was going to be the one standing behind him, not me, but I guess he did say, I have his back. Tim, why are you so tense? The festival lights flickered to the rhythm of the music, which filled the night with a warm, romantic note. This is what you guys get for making Nicholas run off with Sarah in an author's chat while we were like mid-flirt. Like, that was a hilarious... I dropped my phone. That was a hilarious author's chat and stuff, but I'm so super jealous of, like, we're all going to Nicholas's wedding. I'm like, okay. Then a hand gently rests on his shoulder. No, what, Tim? No excitement? Indigo grinned. Oh, Tim, just relax. I forgot Hans was in this conversation. Why isn't Hans saying anything? Tim gulped. No, there are clear boundaries here. Horror remains horror. There's so many sex scenes in horror movies. Are you kidding? But the look on Indigo's face said something else. Tim did the only thing he had left to do. He ran. Well, this isn't fit. I don't like being so scary I make him run away. Through the tent camp, past partying festival goers, almost stumbled over a crate of beer. But he didn't care. He didn't care about anything. The main thing was to get away. But he heard this voice, a faint echo that drove him mad. You can run away, Tim, but not from the Karsten edition. and I feel amused and disturbed at the same time. Run, Tim, run. Oh, Tim, I just wanted your autograph. Very harmless, I promise. You see, Tim, I can feel what the community wants, and they want to join in the excitement. You're right about this one. You weren't right about what you thought I wanted something else in orphans. So you're seriously trying to convince me that users are into more hot flirting? Okay, final word. Who wants an alternative ending with even more emotion? Me, absolutely, bring it on. I'm scared, but also interested. Me. I give up. Do what you want. Mission accomplished. That was true horror, and I loved every second of it. Karsten, you sound like the villain who has just taken over the world. Well, Tim, anyone who opposes the will of the community will be mercilessly outvoted. I can't do it anymore. I've tried, really. But I don't stand a chance against you and your excitement army. He has fought, he has suffered, but in the end, love won. You're impossible. I officially say goodbye to this madness. May the horror still survive somewhere in this project. I'm going now into exile. It's a little bit odd, this conversation happening with Robin, given like our relationship before and the fact that it isn't that well developed. But honestly, it feels like the kind of conversation that felt like I was like, this had to have happened. Like, somebody knows that this conversation, like a similar conversation happened between Indigo and Damien at some point in the sign, right? I mean, like, they wanted each other so badly. You're telling me they weren't chatting? I don't know. I'm going now into exile and have fun with the following Luca chat, Indigo. Jesus. Guess whose brilliant idea that was? Oh man, all of my men. First Alex, then Robin, and now Luca. Where's this going? But hey, Karsten, keep writing.
Perhaps of dark legends and morbid fascinations.
That's not Tim's voice. Oh no. Will Tim ever make peace with the Karsten edition? Will Karsten really rewrite the ending, or will the game end up in the 18+ category after all? And the most important question, will the three of them ever be friends again? All that is written in the stars, or in the next episodes. Stay tuned, it's only going to get crazier. I love the author's chat. There he is. Hey, are you still awake? I am. Yes, I'm still here. What's going on? But only because I was hoping you would write to me. Hey, yeah, but I'm honestly really tired already. Let's talk more tomorrow. Yes, but only because I was hoping you would write to me. Oh my God, I'm such a... Really, you're almost making me a little embarrassed. But to be honest, I was also hoping you were still awake. Somehow, I didn't want to go to sleep tonight without hearing from you again. Yeah, you told me that you were going to message me, so I said I'd stay awake. I'm lying in bed right now. Oh God, I can't do this again. Misty has snuggled up to me, next to me, and is purring like a tractor. Sounds cozy. I'm a little envious. Well, as long as Misty doesn't start fighting over your place in bed. At least your furniture is safe as long as she makes herself comfortable with you. Sounds cozy. I'm a little envious. Envious of Misty or me? Both. I think you already know the answer. That remains my little secret. A little suspense never hurts, does it? Peace and quiet and cozy bed, that's all I need today. Little suspense never hurts, does it? Ah, you make it really exciting. Apparently I'm into some crazy stuff. But well, I'll let you keep your little secret for now. You know, when I'm lying there like this, the light is dimmed and everything is completely still. I kind of wish I had someone here. Guess who? I don't know, maybe Petra? If it's not me, I'm disappointed. I don't know, you have to help me. Maybe Petra? Just stop it. Now you've almost spoiled my mood. No, I was thinking of you, of course. Yes, I know. I'm being pretty direct right now. Sorry. I don't know myself like that. Somehow you make me say things I wouldn't even think of otherwise. You and Robin both. And Alex. But today was so unexpected. I can't stop thinking about you. What did I do? Believe me, you got me just as confused. You should do that more often. I'm sure it'll go away tomorrow. Sleep will help. What did I do? I don't know. You were just yourself. Nice, relaxed, charming. Somehow you've turned my head today. Now I'm lying here. Misty is still purring contentedly next to me, and I'm imagining the wildest things. I wonder what we'll do when we go out together. Oh, wild things. Now I want to hear more. You mean like eating kebabs and arguing about who has more garlic sauce? Dreams are sometimes better than reality. Hold on to them and sleep well. Wild things? Now I want to hear more. No, that stays in my head for now. But believe me, my imagination is powerful. I might be dreaming about it tonight. I think we'd better call it a day now. If we write any longer, I'll lose all restraint. And you'll make me say something I'll regret tomorrow. I could just pretend I've never read it. Don't worry, I'm a pro at forgetting. Feel free to say anything you might regret. Then you're better stop. Now, it's not my fault you're having sleepless nights. Oh, now you're making it really difficult for me. But I'm staying strong. Good for you, Luca. But you know what? No matter how hot my dreams get this night, I'll tell you every single one of my fantasies tomorrow. Completely uncensored. Unless you stop me. Wolf, I swear to God, if you were reading along with any of this, I will kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you. Oh my God, I'll kill you. Sleep well, sweetie. Looking forward to tomorrow. Too bad I could have chatted with you for hours. Good night, Luca. I'm looking forward to the uncensored dream version tomorrow. Sleep well and say hello to Misty for me. Nighty-night. Good night, Luca. You'll get it, I promise. Talk tomorrow. My ex-boyfriend comes back and then being single suddenly gets really fun. Wolf, if you've been reading my chats, I swear to God, this episode is so long. But I feel like, it sounds like Tim and Karsten just said we're near the end of the episode. And I can't not have these conversations. It's what the people want, right? It's what the people want. Give the people what they want. Hey, Indigo. Do you have a second? This may not be the best time, but I wanted to talk to you about something personal. You were reading my chats, weren't you? Sure, Wolf, bring it on. What's going on? Personal, don't we have enough on our plate right now? Can't it wait? Sure, if it's important, go ahead. Bring it on. What's going on? You know, I'm not usually the type to talk about feelings. It's somehow easier to help others with their problems than to tackle your own. This shows how much others are important to you. That's not a bad thing. Maybe, but that doesn't solve your own problems. That's how many people feel, Wolf. Your own problems are the hardest. Maybe, but that doesn't solve your own problems. So that's exactly why I wanted to talk to you. You're probably the only one I can trust with this. It's about Sophie. I knew he was going to say that. Is this just about Sophie or about both of you? Okay, now I'm curious. What about her? Please don't worry. Tell me you're worried just because Ron fancies her. Okay, now I'm curious. What about her? I don't know how to say this, but I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I actually thought that I had left everything behind me. It's been ages since we were together. But somehow there's something else. Do you know what I mean? It's like literally the same conversation we had with Wolf about Gabriella in The Sign. And then I'm going to say, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And he's going to be like, you mean with you and Alex? And then he's going to see something scary. Because that's what happened in The Sign. I think so. It's a feeling that just won't go away, isn't it? But that sounded different earlier when we were talking about Alex. You mean you still have feelings for her? Don't be mad at me, but I'm the wrong person for a conversation like this right now. You think so? Yes, I think so. It's a feeling that just won't go away, isn't it? But that sounded different earlier when we were talking about Alex. You mean you still have feelings for her? I think so. Exactly. It's not a I'm still totally into her thing either. It is rather as if there's a little spark glowing somewhere in my heart. Nothing that drives me crazy, but it is there. I mean, we had our time and it was good. Really good. But at some point it just didn't fit anymore. Anyway, now I realize how excited she is about the rebels and I think to myself, I wish I could be there with her now. And then I get angry with myself because I was convinced that I was over us. Are you sure it's really a spark and nothing, just a spark and nothing more? Feelings don't disappear just because you want them to. Do you think she still might have feelings for you? I mean, he's better than Ron. To be honest, I don't know. The fact is, I just can't get Sophie out of my head. But I don't want to mix things up, especially not now. Do you think it's the right decision to keep this to myself? Honestly, I think you should tell her, otherwise it will eat you up inside. Frankly, I really don't know. Ultimately, only you can decide that for yourself. Yes, Wolf, sometimes it's better to leave such thoughts to yourself. I really don't know. Ultimately, only you can decide that for yourself. Yes, you're right. I think I would like to tell her. Just to get it off my chest. But then the thought comes immediately. What if it just makes her feel uncomfortable? It might. How long has it been since you guys have been in contact? I don't want to burden her or destroy the mood between us. I think Sophie would appreciate your honesty. Maybe you should only talk to her about it after the festival so you can sort it out in peace. I understand what you mean. Maybe it's actually wiser to just leave the subject alone. Maybe you should only talk to her about it after the festival. So that's right. Sophie has other things on her mind at the moment. Now she should celebrate. Thank you, Indigo, for listening. Really, that means a lot to me. I didn't think it could be so relieving to tell someone that. Anytime, Wolf. Ooh, sometimes the strongest hacker just needs a friend who listens. Always happy to help. And as you always say, if you need anything, I'm just a message away. And as you always say, if you need anything, I'm just a message away. You're welcome. I'll send you the invoice later. Friends get a 10% discount, of course. Anytime. Sometimes the strongest hacker just needs a friend who listens. Thanks again, Indigo. That really helped me. Now I've flooded you with enough texts. I'm going to put my cell phone on mute for a few hours. This thing with Sophie has really robbed me of sleep those last few nights. And I urgently need a few hours power nap. If there is something important, contact me anyway. I'm a light sleeper and check my phone from time to time. I'll be right there if you need me. But now lights out, brain off. Good night, Indigo. Sleep well, Wolf. Thanks for everything. Let's hope Fear's asleep too, but power nap sounds good. You deserve it. I hope no bad news awaits us tomorrow. Sleep well. Thanks for everything. I can't do this with Ron tonight. I'm gonna stop this here because it's been like 2.5 hours. The longest single video I've ever made. I just didn't want to stop. I was having too much fun. But I'm gonna end this here. That was bonkers. That was just bonkers. And I'm going to hell for playing Robin and Luca like that. And Alex. I know I'm going to hell. Like I told Alex, don't get your hopes up. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't know. I feel bad about Robin and Luca. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But also I just feel like the fact that people aren't having these kinds of conversations in this like long distance situation makes me feel like, come on, developers. They are like, at the very least, you could be like, hey, Indigo, I'll private message you later, and then just be like, oh, that was hot. Like, at the very least, like, let people imagine it, you know? It didn't have to be that intense. But as in the interest of realism, two people who are into each other, who are doing the long distance thing, could very well be having these kinds of spicy conversations. So especially with this situation where nothing bad has happened yet. Like, they're all just having fun. Like, in other situations where we're like already knees deep in a hellish situation, I get that. But like in the sign, yes, we were already knees deep in a hellish situation, but Damien didn't know that. Was all I'm saying. And Sevi didn't know that either, I guess. So, but that would have been kind of inappropriate for Sevi. But it would be inappropriate for Alex too, I suppose. Okay, well, it is very late. I played this much longer than I meant to. So I'm going to go ahead and stop now. Until the next one. Ta-ta! Enjoy the really long video.